after knowing the meaning of a journal, after knowing the meaning of journal, preparation of a journal, format of a journal, now we shall proceed to discuss about the ledger. What is meant by ledger? What is meant by ledger? What is meant by ledger? Ledger means it is usually a bounded book. It is usually a bounded book which includes all the accounts of personal account, real account and nominal accounts. Ledger is usually a bound book or binding book which includes almost all the accounts of personal, real and nominal accounts. Such a book is called ledger. It includes almost all accounts relating to our business. Such a book is called ledger. Ledger is called the chief book or the principal book because all transactions are transferred from journal in a classified and summarized manner, summarized form. That is why ledger is called the chief book or the principal book. Why it is called a chief book, or why does the ledger is called principal book? The ledger is called as the chief book or the principal book because all transactions are transferred from journal in a classified manner or in a summarized manner. For this reason, ledger is called the chief book. Now coming to the another thing, the ledger is also called a book of final entry. Ledger is also called a book of final entry because the transactions are finally transferred to the ledger from journal. The transactions are finally transferred from journal to the ledger. For this reason, ledger is also called a book of final entry. After knowing the meaning of a ledger, now we shall proceed to discuss the importances or uses, merits or benefits or advantages of ledger. What are the importances or what are the uses of a ledger? The main importances or uses of ledger are as under. Number 1, to record the business transactions in a systematic manner. To record the business transactions in a systematic manner. If you want to record the business transactions, in a systematic manner, in such a case, we have the ledger. We are in need of ledger. This is what one. To record the business transactions in a systematic manner. Now coming to the second one. By preparing the ledger, we come to know about our debtors and creditors. By preparing the ledger or by maintaining the ledger or by maintaining the accounts. We come to know about our debtors and creditors. This is second importance. Now coming to the third one. We come to know about how much amount should we receive from others and how much amount should we pay to others if there is a ledger in our business concern. The third one is, if there is a ledger in our business concern, we come to know about how much amount we should receive from others and we should pay to others. ಯಾರಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಲೆಡ್ಜರ್ನಿಂದ. Now coming to the fourth one, we can prepare trial balance with the help of this ledger or with the help of this account. We can prepare trial balance in an easy manner. Now fifth one, we can prepare the final accounts. We can prepare the final accounts with the help of this ledger. With the help of this ledger, we can prepare the final accounts. What is meant by final account? Final account ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? What is meant by final account? Final accounts are nothing but they are the accounts which are prepared at the end of the financial year, at the end of the accounting period. Such accounts are called final accounts. Then, how many final accounts are there? There are mainly 3 final accounts: trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Like this, there are 3 final accounts. We can prepare them. We can prepare them if there is a ledger in our business, if we maintain accounts in our business. These are the importances or uses of a ledger. These are the importances of ledger. Now coming to the format of ledger. Format of a ledger. Ledger ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ? Format of ledger, or how can we prepare the ledger? How can we prepare the account? How can we prepare the account? We can prepare the account as under. We can prepare the account, or we can maintain ledger as under. Take for example Rama's account. Rama's account. In the middle of the page, we should draw 2 transverse lines. 2 transverse lines. That transverse lines show that the page is divided into 2 parts. The page is divided into 2 parts. This is called as left hand side, and this is called as right hand side. This is called as left hand side. This is called as right hand side. Left hand side is called debit side. Left hand side is called debit side. Right hand side is called as a credit side. Credit side. We should enter 2 items. Then that means 2 items means credit items on the debit side of the account. We should enter credit items on the debit side of the account. Similarly, we should enter the debit items on the credit side. We should enter credit items on the debit side. Similarly, we should enter debit items on the credit side. Why it is so? It is so because it depends upon the principles of double entry. What it states? What does the principle of double entry state? The principle of double entry states that every debit must have a corresponding credit, and every credit must have a corresponding debit. On this basis, we should enter all the credit items on the debit side. Two items are entered on the debit side. When there is no 2, then we should enter it on the credit side. Then on either sides of an account, we have to maintain 4 columns. Number 1, date, particulars, journal folio, amount. Similarly, on the credit side also, date, particulars, journal folio, amount. JF means journal folio. In the date column, we should enter the date of transaction. When it is occurred, on what date it is occurred, that is entered in the date column. In a particulars column, which account is credited, that is mentioned in the particulars column. Then journal folio, in which page it is entered, that is JF. Actually, for students it is not necessary. This column is not necessary for students, but it is necessary for business people. Then in amount column, we should enter the amount of the transaction. Same case or similar case for credit side. Here also we should enter the date of transaction. Then in a particulars column, which account is debited, that is to be mentioned in the particulars column. Then in the journal folio, write the page number. Then amount should be mentioned in the amount column. In fact or in short, the left hand side of the account is called as debit side, whereas the right hand side of the account is called credit side. In this manner, we should prepare the account or ledger. Now, coming to understand the word balance of an account. Balance of an account. What is meant by balance of an account? Balance of an account ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಕೌಂಟನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವುದು. ಅಕೌಂಟನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಕಲಿಯುವಾಗ ಸೈಕಲನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಸೈಕಲನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಅಕೌಂಟೆನ್ಸಿನ ಒಳಗೋದ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಅಕೌಂಟೆನ್ಸಿ ಒಳಗೋದ ಅಕೌಂಟನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. Now here the question is, what is meant by balance of an account? What is meant by balance of an account? Balance of an account means it is the process of finding out the differences between debit and credit sides of an account. That is called balance of an account. Balance of an account means the process of finding out the difference. The process of finding out the difference between debit and credit sides of an account is called balance of an account. ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ಗಳ ನಡುವಿನ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದಕ್ಕನ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಗಳ ನಡುವಿನ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯುವ ಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕನ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. ನಾವು ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ವೇರ್ ಶುಡ್ ವಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಡೌನ್? ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಎಂಟರ್ balance carry down? C bar D. C bar D means carried down. Where should we enter this word, or we should record this word? We should enter this word at the lesser side of an account. At the lesser side of an account. This word can be used at the lesser side of an account. Now coming to the another word, balance brought down. B bar D. B bar D means brought down. This word can be used. This word means balance brought down. The balance brought down. This word can be used at the opposite side of balance carried down. This word can be used at the opposite side of balance carried down. Balance carried down should be entered within the total box. Within the total box, whereas balance brought down is entered after the total box amount. After the total box amount. Total box ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಡೌನ್ ಇರ್ತದ. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಡೌನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅಮೌಂಟ್, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಡೌನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬಾಕ್ಸಿನ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಬಾಕ್ಸಿನ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಡೌನ್ಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟನ್ನು ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಆದರೆ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಡೌನ್ಗೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ತಿಂಗಳ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಡೌನ್ಗೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ತಿಂಗಳ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಡೌನ್ we should enter the new month's first date. New month's first date, that is for balance brought down. But in case of balance carried down, in case of a balance carried down, we should use the same month. We should use the same month, last date. This is about balance of an account. This is all about balance of an account. Now coming to the differences between journal and ledger. What are the differences between journal and ledger? Or make a comparative study between journal and ledger. Make a distinction or comparative study between journal and ledger. What are the differences? The differences are as under. Number 1, journal is a book of original entry or prime entry, whereas ledger is the book of final entry. This is the first difference. What is that? Journal is a book of original entry or prime entry. Why it is so called? It is so called because all the transactions are first entered in the journal. all the transactions are first entered in the journal. Therefore journal is a book of original entry or prime entry, whereas ledger is the book of final entry. Then they are transferred from journal. The business transactions are transferred from the journal to the ledger. This is the first difference. The first difference is journal is a book of original entry or prime entry, whereas ledger is the book of final entry. This is first one. Now coming to the second one. Journal is a subsidiary book of ledger. Journal is a subsidiary book of ledger, whereas ledger is the chief book or the principal book. It is not a subsidiary book. It is not a subsidiary book. Subsidiary means assistant book. Therefore journal, second difference is journal is a subsidiary book of ledger, but ledger is not the subsidiary. It is the chief book or it is the principal book. This is second difference. Now coming to the third one. Journal is strictly a daily record of transactions. Journal is strictly a daily record of transactions. That means we should write journal daily without fail. We should record journal daily, but ledger is not so. Ledger is not so. Now coming to the fourth one. Journal will not give quick information. Journal will not give quick information, but the ledger will give quick information. Journal will not give quick information. This is fourth one. Fourth one is that journal will not give quick information. Why? Because in a journal there are so many transactions. So many transactions are there in journal. How can you get quick information? It is not possible. Therefore journal will not give quick information, but ledger is not so. Here the transactions are very limited, and they are summarized, classified into many accounts here. Therefore the ledger will give quick information. Therefore in a ledger we can get quick information. This is the fourth difference. Journal will not give quick information, whereas ledger will give quick information. Now coming to the fifth one. In case of legal matters, journal is treated as the main evidence in the court of law. In case of legal matters, journal is treated as the main evidence in the court of law, but ledger is treated as an additional evidence. Note, much importance is given to ledger. Much importance is given to journal in the court of law. ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನೊಳಗೆ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ಹಿಡಿಯುವಾಗ, ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯನ್ನು ಪರಿಗಣನೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಪರಿಗಣಿಸ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ ಜರ್ನಲ್ಗೆ ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆದರೆ ಲೆಡ್ಜರ್ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಲೆಡ್ಜರ್ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಆರ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಮುಗೀತು. ಇನ್ನು ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ತ್ ಒನ್. The journal is the book for chronological order. Chronological means date-wise. Journal is recorded or journal is written in a chronological manner. Whereas ledger is the book for analytical record. Now coming to the seventh one. The recording process is called journalizing. The recording process, the maintaining of business transactions in a journal, or if you write anything in a journal, that is called journalizing. If you write anything in a journal, that is called journalizing, but here it is called posting. The recording process is called journalizing in a journal, but in a ledger it is called posting. These are the differences between journal and ledger. These are the differences between journal and ledger. With this process or this difference between journal and ledger is completed. Over. Thank you.